joining us right now. We have insider, journalist, analyst, tastemaker, Taylor Rooks. Thank you so much for taking the time.
It is so good to see you both. Well, it's better to see Jalen because Jacoby likes the Knicks, but I'm just happy to be here with both of you.
I can't wait to instigate that beef. But I must ask you about these fan incidents that have been truly disturbing. I would say that players are being treated like zoo animals, except you don't throw things or spit at them. So what are your thoughts on how this disrespect has been taking place recently?
I just think it's insane that we have to keep talking about it, because it continues to occur. I mean, imagine going to work and you don't know if someone is going to throw something at you, if someone's going to run on the court, if someone is going to spit on you, and fans being inappropriate with players' families as well. So then players really feel helpless, because of the position that their families are in while they're on the court, and there's not much that they can do. I spoke to John Moran about what the fans were saying to his family, and you just feel like, well, what can I do to be there? Because they're there for me, and I can't help them right now because we always, put the athlete in the position of having to be the bigger person when, fans are not really giving them the respect that they deserve. So fans really seeing players as objects and commodities and entertainment. And then when you don't see someone as a whole person, you in turn, treat them that way. So of course, there's a much broader conversation to be had about the dehumanization of athletes in general that we don't really have time for. But there's also some major delusion from fans who think that, a logo is more important than a player. You could think that Kyrie disrespected your logo without thinking the appropriate response to that is throwing a water bottle. So it's a very layered conversation, but I just hope that there is some change that happens so that we don't continue talking about how these fans are just acting ridiculous.
Taylor, that is very well articulated, and I have to do it now. Trae Young is absolutely terrifying. He is ruining my entire playoff experience. Like, this dude shoots from 30 feet, gets to the lane, gets to shoot from 3 feet. He is terrifying to root against. How has he been able to thrive in this Knicks series?
Ooh, Trae Young, game winner Trae. I mean, listen, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Trae's averaging, 27 points and 10 assists in this series. He is toying with the Knicks defense in the pick and roll. I love it. I mean, but everyone wants to talk about Trae, the defensive liability. Blah, blah, blah. Look, y'all got other stuff to worry about, okay? And the great thing is it's not just Trae. There's Bogdanovic, shooter, Gallinari, shooter. John Collins just had his best game of the season. And I mean, my question for you is, where's Julius Randle? I mean, he's shot under 40% from the field for the fourth straight game. I'm going to need you to figure that out. Where Julius at?
I thought he turned the corner in game 2. I really thought he turned the corner in game 2. He did not. He did not turn the corner in game 2. I really thought that he was going to come back and thrive, but it has been Trae Young and your Atlanta Hawks that have toyed, as you mentioned, with the Knicks in this series. Jay?
And let's go to the West Coast. What about the Los Angeles Lakers? Anthony Davis is likely to miss the next game with a groin injury. LeBron James is on the road. CP3 has now returned. Do you think the Lakers have what it takes to win this series?
I first want to say I hate AD won't be playing. This series would be nuts if both teams were at full health because it already has been crazy. But it's hard to ever discount LeBron James. So I'm not going to say Lakers can't get it done. And AD out obviously means more touches for LeBron. So I actually think that this series goes to 7. I'm gonna go Lakers, I think. But I wouldn't be surprised either way. I mean, injuries are a part of the playoffs. Staying healthy is a part of it. So I just don't like there's going to be this rhetoric of like whoever wins, the other side is going to say, well, so-and-so wasn't healthy. I mean, that's just kind of how sports works. But I do think that this series goes to 7.